Well, I got levels. I'm on audio. Yes. Cena. And I'm gonna play some Stardew Valley for you. And I am still doing pretty okay. I'm not planning on, like, trying to have yesterday's bonfire that got canceled or anything. But I'm not nearly as dizzy as I was when I was pushed offline last night. And I'm really happy about that. Because I get worried when I get certain kinds of dizzy. It's usually just small, but it can be a sign that my condition is going to get a lot worse very quickly. So I gotta tread carefully if I notice it happening. And that is why I might do a little yard work here and there today. But I'm mostly planning on broadcasting. If I go outside to do anything, it'll be like 5 or 10 minutes at a time to feel out how it affects me. So, the kind of day I need to have after a day like yesterday. It's the only way to be active safe when I'm like this. So, we might not get off the farm today. We prioritized the Skull Cavern key yesterday, and we have a lot of stuff to turn over, and it's processing season, and you know, we're gonna work on some corn. We should have some sugar ready too. Probably some more beets. Like even more sugar. Like I set aside a fair amount of beets yesterday for stuff like red clay, and still we're gonna have over 30 sugar. So whatever I add to it today, we're really just making sure that we're gonna have sugar for every recipe we gotta have a big enough house that the cat doesn't always crash in the middle of my freaking machines now. Wrong thing, son. Today is the last day we can plant these, and we can still plant these. Like, we could probably plant them tomorrow, because I have so much speed grow around, but I'm not playing real that with it. I'll be plant them in the greenhouse and finish it out there. When Pierre opens again on Thursday, we're probably going to go and grab a bunch of fruit trees, put them in Friday morning or something. Maple Day. I wish the tappers were a little more consistent with each other so I could just run them once a week or something like that, but they don't quite work that way. Okay, it looks like the bok choy is going to be ready here till tomorrow, a week the same. So I think we're done planting for the season. And I think from here on out, I'm just going to let stuff run out and maybe replace it with fiber. Because, yeah, we're going to replace it with fiber. We're not just going to run it out. We're going to make a bunch of fiber seed. I should have a decent pile of clay there to work with. Oh, hey, we've got stuff for Blackberry Cobbler in there now. Yay! I need to get some clams in the fridge. And some apricots. Part of the thing that makes greenhouse fruit nice is I'll be able to get those fruit recipes any time of year. Oh yeah, I had a reason I was here. Consolidate to one coffee stack. And there we go. You need to go there. Oh, shnikes! It returned triple sugar. That's awesome. We are really well stocked now. You'll be useful for bait in the spring. Alright, now we go to shed. Hello, beer. Looks like we will be having more than one round before I give up the beer. Because by the time this pops off, I should have more wheat coming in. And there's the wheat in the greenhouse to consider. We are going to finish the wheat in there before I move on to anything else. So beer is completely profitable in terms of technical. So I like doing it. I'm probably going to wind up dumping a bunch more blackberries into the wine and into the fridge. But I'm stockpiling all my forageables here till the end of the season so that I can make sure that I have a solid foundation for seed for next year. I don't want to have to be making seed in the greenhouse. So I'm setting myself up for success around that. We're going to have a lot of fruit and wine growing once we finally get done with beer. So it's worth expanding what we're doing in the house. And I'm going to bring these over there. And yeah, I really, really need a coffee bean. So I'm going to start a little coffee thing in the kitchen and get like a row of 5 plants going for personal consumption and propagation into my spring field. So, gotta have the coffee to have that happen. So I need to prioritize that on Friday. That needs to be my main goal. And on Sunday, that needs to be my main goal. Because I keep dropping the ball on getting out there when it's time to see the merchant. And that has cost me the ability to make my own coffee and put a lot of overhead on me. And it's nothing but my own inventory now. Like, there's no strategy to it. I'm just having these really, like, unfocused moments. Okay, let's get the feed. Still help keep the preserve jars running. Not that they're going to have any trouble. The preserve jars and the wine is backed up. The dehydrator, though, which has a really limited use case, is pretty much running itself through. So putting together a greenhouse that produces a lot of unscarred fruit for me is going to be the thing. Using a lot of speed grow. Once I stockpile just so much ancient fruit in the 2 brew bin, I might even turn that field over and turn it into something like strawberries or something for the dehydrator. It just kind of depends on what's flowing through what in terms of the way my farm's working for me. So it is 1:50 in the PM. We don't really have to do anything in the greenhouse or anything. We've got the skull cavern key. I'm gonna do we haven't done any fall river fishing, and we really should do while we still have the chance. Where's my fishing pole? Yeah, I don't need the super cucumber bait. But this catfish bait would be a good spot to start. Having some midnight carp bait on hand will be a good idea, and we can work through these. So, yeah, let's swap out some buff food and take a little trip down by Leah's where the crab pots are. And, yeah, it can get a little bit hairy fishing for tiger trout and catfish at once. So, we'll do that, and that, and that. And then I haven't made new crayfish bait, but 25 should be doggone near what I need. And we'll bring the backup bait. We're gonna go fishing. Haven't given myself a proper fishing trip day in a little bit. Because I was working on trying to get certain things. What the heck is this? Oh, this is not something I've ever seen before. The old tree is gone, however, with 100 pieces of hardwood this could be fixed up. Well, we have a new winter objective, I guess. Well, Robin's little quest might have to wait again. Yeah, let's run the crab pot line right now. Just because I don't like having to look at that. And I'm going to be fishing right over it. So yeah, advanced baits really changed fishing past the first year. I'm making a lot more money from it. It's a lot less of just a personal preference thing and more of a key part of my earnings each month. And from what I can see, it can continue to sustain that way. It's never going to be the thing that makes or breaks my run, but it can definitely make things go faster for me by adding to the other stuff that I'm doing. So yeah, we're just going to run some buff food all day. Energy or not, it's the +4 fishing buff we want. Ah, dang it. And yeah, let's do some fall fishing while we can. Like, fall is your best month profit-wise for fishing down here, and winter is the best month for up in the mountain stream, or up in the mountain lake. So I try to, after the first year, I try to not do so much active line fishing in the spring because no place is at its most profitable in the spring. But summer, there's something around the clock that's worth a fair amount of money um, in the ocean. And even the stuff that's worth money that's added to summer in the other areas, it's not exclusively available in summer. So it's worth doing the ocean in the summer, and you want to focus on the river in the fall and the mountain in the winter. So we'll run crab pots in the spring, but I'm not going to bother with line fishing in spring 3. We've got better things to do. If I line fish, it'll be on Ginger Island. Alright, let's kick it into gear quantity-wise. I'll make some catfish bait tonight with the gold star ones. We'll smoke the iridium ones. I also need to make more crayfish bait for both of the freshwater lines. And it would be good to process that lobster for it. And we got a walleye. Alright, another catfish. We are no longer going to bother trying to smoke green sunfish or regular carp. And I might also put chub on that list. Just because they're basically the ones that are worth even less than what I'm pulling out crab pots. And I'm able to pull those in quantity. So in terms of what it's worth throwing through the smoker, I'd rather consider those low tier fish for culinary, which a few of them are specifically needed for certain recipes, or just forageables, just things I can easily sell. But even then, I'd rather throw them in the chest and wait till anglers switch on, so I get plus 50% instead of the plus 25. It's gonna be time to rebuff pretty quickly here. And there we go, you got a couple green. Yeah, those are only worth 112 each. It's, we might smoke them if we need to, but I need them for a baked fish recipe, so they're going to be in stock in the fridge for like the first 10 to 15 we catch. I am done with the point where I make sashimi, and at the point where if we're going to start making stuff with fish, we're going to run through all the specific fish recipes first and lean on sashimi when we run out of other ingredients. I got a stack of 20 of it for gifting to Sebastian when I see him if I need it. I've got other stuff for my own energy food. I don't need to sit there just processing periwinkle. It'll stack up, and eventually I'll do a big culinary day and make another big stack of sashimi and have a big payday from it. But I don't need to stay on top of it. Now that's one that's going to make the smoker happy. Look at that price tag. More like that, please. I'll have to run at least one tiger trout through the bait maker for next year. I might need to get my own fishing chest just for keeping my baits categorized at this point with the way things are going. Fishing build is definitely a thing you can do now. Ah! In fact, it is a thing I'm doing on my modded save. I have a Riverlands farm on that one, and I have Automate on that one, and I am making a big ol' crab pot smoker fest. Yeah, I need to put those salmon in the fridge too for the first 10 or 15. Because I got Gus's recipe for that salmon dinner. And there's a few people who really like that, so when I'm restocking the fridge, I'll want to do that. I'm basically running through the buff food in my third fridge, and when I hit the point where I need something and I don't have buff food for that category of skill, or I'm out of stuff I can just eat for energy when I'm mining, or for HP when I'm mining, is more the issue these days. That's when I'm going to make more. So just make it in big waves. We'll have a cooking day. Okay, if we hit the end of the bait again, now we've hit the end of the tackle. We're almost at the end of the bait again. We're going to be switching over to deluxe bait pretty soon. And if my inventory stays open enough for it, we'll go and grab some more midnight carp, and these will go in the fridge. I can pull them out of the pond if I want, but it hurts the rate at which I get roe. So when they're in season, it's worth throwing some in the fridge and making some more seafoam pudding as soon as you get your hands on flounder. And if I go line fish at all in the spring, it'll be like a day or two to build up 10 or 15 flounder, and then we'll call it good. I'll go down there with like the deluxe bait and the fat, or the deluxe, yeah, the deluxe bait and the dressed spinner and get the fastest cast speed possible. Maybe go with the wild bait and get doubles. Something like that. go in with some specific flounder bait if I don't have access to those. That way I'm getting more flounder than anything else. But yeah, unless I'm farming something specific like that for a recipe, spring just doesn't make a lot of economic sense for line fishing outside of Ginger Island. Cave fishing would be good though. We could do some stonefish and some ice pip for the smoker if we ran low during that season. After 10 p.m. we're gonna walk over by the pond and I'll switch to my midnight carp bait. They don't always show up before midnight, but sometimes you get lucky and catch them before 10 p.m. too. They just spawn slightly early sometimes. Seems pretty random. Assuming I still have room in my inventory. If we're at or below 2 slots, then we'll just go home. Nope. Nice! Double catfish. Yeah, I'll probably wind up going home. Yeah, the midnight carp are a good way to keep myself from having to lean too hard on my ponds, but they're not strictly speaking necessary. As long as I go fishing for flounder whenever I run out of seafoam pudding, I can keep it in stock. I think I'm going to replace that spookfish with another lava eel once I have one to propagate into it. I don't feel like I'm really getting a lot out of the spookfish row that and it's hard to advance it. I'm not sure. I'd rather get spicy eel and magma geodes. It just comes down to that. And lava eel row is like top tier. And it saves me having to build yet another fishing pond. Although I will. I'm gonna probably wind up with 4 or 5 lava eel ponds at the end, and at least 4 total sturgeon ponds. I've got the ice pip because I can get frozen geodes out of it. It's not necessarily the best type of geode, but it's more predisposed to certain things, so it helps with farming if you can get some of those alongside magma ones. No geode's a bad geode. And on that same note, I might get a lobster or get an octopus or two because they make omelets, and they have a chance to make multiple at a time. Yeah, let's walk over and throw some midnight carp bait on there and see what we can catch. I do have 4 slots open. I picked my spots carefully because there's a number of tiles to a standable tile formula for whether you're gonna automatically pull gold, which if you're automatically pulling gold, then perfect gives you iridium. So would the quality bobber at that point, which we're gonna make a bunch of. Like the next time I have to re-up my lures, which is basically the next time I want to fish, we're skipping the dressed spinner and going straight to the quality bobber and the treasure hunter as a core. When we get dressed spinners, we'll save them and pair them with the wild bait for maximum volume when there's a fish we want. Like if we're going for a prize fish, like the lava eel, or probably more the ice pit, because the lava eel's got such a slow spawn chance that I don't want to waste a bunch of the wild bait on trash. But yeah, those high dollar fish that we want a lot of for the smoker, that's when we'll bring out the dress spinner. See, we're getting like practically nothing fun midnight carp here. My goal is to be ready to make a dozen or so puddings. This is the only trip I need, and I'm not having to tap my fish pond at all. In fact, this kind of ability to use specialized bait might incentivize me changing over that fish pond into either sturgeon or lava eel. Or even making it the octopus pond. Oh, I gotta give something up. The iron is worth more to me at this point, and the recycler stuff is worth more to me at this point, but it's time to go home. I had to throw something away. We got 7 fish, though. Like, one more trip and I'll be able to make an entire stack of seafoam pudding. I don't really need my pond anymore. So, I'm probably going to actually, instead of doing another midnight carp fish that whole pond out, like mid-season in the summer when I need more of it, and switch it to octopus. Or even do it sooner and switch it to lava. Because, yeah, specialty bait. And the bream is needed for a recipe. So is the salmon. I don't have a recipe that requires walleye, so I'm not going to make an assumption about it. I don't know if there's one, when I'd be getting it. That's going to be for bait. And got enough. I should do 10 at a time for the crayfish because I'm completely out. Yeah, I'm going to go put some stuff away in the morning, but for right now I should just head straight to bed. That was a good run, though. Like, Super Cucumber is pretty profitable, but there's so much good stuff down in the river that, especially if it's raining in the fall, you can get your Super Cucumbers stocked up and get that markup off summer if you plan for it. It's part of the rotation in summer that keeps the thing good around the clock, actually, because, like, in the morning you have octopus. As soon as the octopus goes away, you have blowfish. As soon as the blowfish goes away, you have super cucumber. You can just switch your specialty bait like that. You can keep yourself in the hardest to spawn stuff the entire time. It's really nice. Like I said, game changer for people to fish. When you can go out and know you're going to come home with 15 stonefish, those smokers look a lot different. I left the coal in the other room. Let's see if there's enough to run it. Oh, one short. That's not too bad, though. I'm not going to go chasing it down for that. Okay. I'm going to wait for tomorrow to flip my skills over so we can go buy an iridium sprinkler from Krobus. So let's check on crops and stuff. We didn't get enough fruit yesterday to remember dehydrates again. Oh. Yeah, I'm not doing weed anymore. Not outside. I should, though, go back to the shed and make some fiber seed. And plant fiber every place that I'm currently will preserve my plowing pattern into winter until I can get my powder mills in place. Yeah, there we go. Really like these mushroom logs. Gonna be building more of these. And we will definitely be adding in more. Definitely adding more bee houses for next year when I rearrange the fields. We'll be moving some stuff around for sure, but it's gonna happen in phases. Like we'll refresh a field a week or so, as I'm able to make iridium sprinklers and bee houses and other stuff. We'll be doing a lot of seeking out ore in the Skull Cavern. I'm gonna need to come back with my farm tools for all that weight, but that's okay because I'm also getting kind of close to full in the inventory. Oh boy, yeah. I'm almost certain that planting the wheat today will still be fine, but I just don't want to. I'm gonna get some fiber going and call it a morning. I mean, frankly, fiber will allow me to mass produce tea trees and really expand that. I can basically like make a hedge line of them at the border of the property. But I can't pull that last sugar beet. I filled my inventory totally. Okay. And then ancient fruits. I'm going to follow the same rule as everything else. We're going to start piling up the unstarred ones for the dehydrator. I should bring the grapes inside too. Yeah, we can run the dehydrator for a couple days again. But yeah, I'm at the point with the ancient fruit where I know I have what I need for spring. So I'm going to start actually monetizing it. Oh, and I didn't bring back my coal like I was supposed to. Should have never taken that out of the inventory. I know I'm absent-minded about stuff, and I still be absent-minded about stuff. I'm absent-minded about stuff. Okay, those can go in the fridge because I'm stocking up on them. Those can go in the fridge, and those can get sold. But you're done for the day. I'm gonna run through some more snails. Yeah, we're flipping all the skills because I'm selling a bit of this excess resin. I want to use quite a bit of it for crafting, but I'm realistic that I'm not going to use all of it over the winter. And I have an active tapper farm that I can lean into. see. So let's turn this over. But yeah, I basically only sell syrups once a year in the winter. I take a look at, like, realistically, what do I expect I'm going to be able to make? And then I'll sell, like, half or a quarter or whatever I think I can get away with and not cut myself short. So this should come back over. And the rest of these can stay here. Alright, so let's make some fiber seed. It's not going to be enough to cover everything, but it'll give us some fiber, which will help with the tea trees. We've got a big stack of fiber already. And part of the reason I'm holding on to the forageables is because their seed is needed for the tea trees, and I'm going to have such a huge stack of them that I can make what I want for next fall, and then still make a batch of tea trees, and still have some for other purposes like help. I'm basically trying to put tea trees wherever it would be convenient, like they're not going to block me walking through, and they're not going to keep me from planting other plants. Just the spots, like, along the fence line where it's easy to run. Hello there, goats, cows and goats. And that is a giant fiddle bed that I'm going to need to cut down before the end of the season. There we go. Hey, what do you need, Ely boy? That I might actually have on hand right this second. I've only got 2 of them right now. You know, I do have a bunch of them. Have a bunch of geodes. Magma geodes. I mean, a bunch of them between here and up top. So we're gonna go talk to Clint, and we're gonna see about whether we come home with enough fire quartz to make our little friend happy. Yeah, check that out. I should get some fire quartz out of that. Like, the RNG on fire quartz is not that rare. And then I need to take care of the wheat. And acid, if I don't have that much fiber that I can plant, we'll throw wheat in and see if it finishes on time. It should. It's got speed growing for it. Oh, wrong one. Hey there, buddy. There we go. That'll make the eel happy. And that's a little more fiber seed. We'll get a significant payday out of just selling some of the extra minerals here, too. Sure would be nice if we got that green one that my fish pond needs. Maybe it would change my mind about keeping that pond. Oh, we should be able to make ourselves a farm computer. I gotta donate it to them. Maybe maybe Gunther can have the next one. I kind of want a farm computer. Nice, I don't even need to go back to the shed to give the eel what it needs. Okay. Let's get a little extra payday out of this. Yep, we'll call that good. We'll give Gunther some stuff, but he's not getting my board computer. I'm making a farm computer. That's just how that's gonna work. Fight me if you don't like it. He gets everything else I dig out. This should take a day to read, Alright. First things first, Ely boy, and then we'll go to the shed and see about that mine computer. And then we'll see about this week. Yeah, so basically, this this spookfish up here is his pond's gonna be his pond unless I get the quest to expand the lava eel up to 5 done before I get his done, at which point he is going to lose his spot. I'll just throw those in for income. Because if we get to that point, I'm just gonna, you know, move on to more profitable pastures. Okay, before I turn you over, I really need to go deal with the wheat. Farm computer. There we go. Now I can check in the morning whether I need to walk into the greenhouse or not. So that will be awesome. No, I don't want to waste the coal right now. Okay. Let's go get some wheat and my farm tools and finish up this field for today. Farm computer. There we go. Yep. And there we go. So yeah, let's bless this ground with wheat and see what happens. Okay. Alright. Throw the wheat in. Well, we're definitely making more beer soon. Let's see, do we have the wherewithal to do it today? I think we do, actually. It's still beer season. Yeah, I should only need 47. I have more than 47. Once I have the iridium sprinklers, I'm going harder on trellis crops because they're easier to manage once you have fewer sprinklers in your way. There we go. Put you back. We're getting there. Trying to put some stuff away, y'all. Okay. Don't need dehydrators. Don't need seed makers. I do want more of those pots, but I don't need them till I'm going to use them. Mushroom logs are like bee houses. I won't really need them till the end of the winter. Not at the slime hutch yet. I'll wait and make more fiber when it's time to wait and make more fiber. But I am done harvesting for the month on these, so. Which, yep, that enables me to make more of these. Yeah, it's only taking 2 per plant, so. We're going to expand to another 30 tea trees, and then the rest of that will get tucked away, and the rest of those forageables can get divided up for other stuff. We need a few more treasure hunters. Make 5 of y'all. What do we need for you? I need to run copper bars for you. Well, I should be able to do that here. But I'm running low on coal, so it'll have to be another day. Those treasure hunters will hold me for now. So yeah, that puts us in a good spot. And I'm gonna go and put some stuff away, and we're gonna run bait for the night. Tomorrow's big priorities are gonna be hitting up the merchant and Probus, so that we can flip our skills over. Okay, bait maker, bait maker, bait maker. Organize for me, please. All right, we're gonna hit up the bait maker for the night. It literally goes off every tick of the clock, so it's not really worth walking away from. It might be worth making a second or third. Probably is. It just takes iron bars and beach forageables. I have both on hand, or I should have both on hand once I process. I did use up most of my iron bar backs. But yeah, running 3 of these at a time would probably be about the most efficient, since they go off every tick. Yeah, this will be good. We'll get a nice little backstock of lobster bait, and we'll be able to go in with even more lobster bait next time than we did last time. Get close to the point where we can do the entire line in it. So yeah, tomorrow I'll try to run all the crab pots in between doing those other things. Krobus has to be the last thing we do for the day, because I want the skills in effect until then. And yeah, we'll call it a day once I'm done processing bait. We'll be ready to go redo the crab lines tomorrow. I really hope I can finally get my hands on a freaking coffee bean. I just need one. I'll have freaking 1,200 in a month. Like, I'm exaggerating, but they propagate incredibly quickly. I want to get an 8 square of the greenhouse dedicated to them, and 5 in my house. Actually, I might just do 5 in my house, then plant some in spring and summer, and not even bother with it in the greenhouse. You get that much of it. Okay, that's all good. That is set. Now all my grapes are in one place for wine, and all of my coconuts are in one place for wine, and all of my oranges are in one place for wine, and we can go to bed. And it's wine time! You know what? Let's do the coconut. There we go. Yeah, we'll flip those skills over tonight, and then tomorrow we'll have a big payday in processing. What did we get to say? Okay, Spirit's Eve is tomorrow. Thanks for the reminder, Lewis. Happy little lava eel. Soon to be 3 happy little lava eels. And we got broccoli. And that wheat can just stay there until I'm ready to pull the fairy rose in 2 days. Oops! Did not intend that. That's what I mean when I say I have to be a lot more careful about what I've got as my active tool when I'm harvesting. Ah! I need to tweak some settings so that it's more transparent when I run through there for my own sake. Nope, I should have grabbed the wheat. Should have known this would be ready. Apparently I missed a spot with the speed grow, though. So let's drop that there. We'll drop these here. And we'll go and get ourselves some wheat for the greenhouse. And the greenhouse will slowly become my curiosity house as I get stuff like the taro root and everything, but what I'm really gonna do is I'm not looking to expand the sweet gemberry in here, but I'm looking to take the sweet gemberry here and run it all through the seed maker instead of trying to sell it. And then when we get the island farm, I'm gonna run just stuff that doesn't repeat all at once, that does gives me a set number of days before I know I have to come back. So like we'll do an all-star fruit run on the island farm. We'll do all pumpkin or something like that, or an all sweet gemberry, and I'll have it ready for those days. Especially with the sweet gemberry, because even with the super speed grow, it gives you like 2 weeks before you need to come back. You just line it up with sprinklers and go F off and do other stuff you want to do for a bit. Alright, it's Friday. It's 10 a.m. We only really need to run the mushroom cave, and then we're free for the day, apart from what I said I wanted to do. So we should keep the axe to go by the secret woods with, and keep the coffee and everything else, but we don't need the scythe. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to the merchant. We're gonna go by the secret woods, do a little fishing. Heck, I might even, let's bring some seeds. I might even pop out to the desert for a little bit today. Throw down a bit more trees. And that way, if I don't have enough tree fertilizer to do what I want in the winter, and I don't have enough around to cut down for what I want, I'll have a fallback spot. I'm not trying to be like super fisherwoman today, but I am trying to run my pots, and I am gonna have some fishing stuff on me. So, lobster, crab, crayfish. The rest can stay home. One extra lure is fine. There we go. Oop. Fungus, fungus, fungus. Do I need fungus? I need fungus. Yep. Alright, I thought to double check that, because I wouldn't have thought coming back tonight. Do a quick stack and worry about y'all later. Okay. Coffee bean. Okay, I'll go buy some stuff. Yeah, deluxe speed gross, me up in space base. Are you freaking kidding me? I'll see you Sunday, a-hole. Yeah, I probably won't actually make it out to the desert today. Looking at the time right now, but we'll see. Planting doesn't take that long. It's not like I have to do it all at once. But we are going to get a second coop and a slime patch out of the winter for sure. We should have more than enough money after this next payday. And we're going to get our pigs at the beginning of winter. And then the plan for the second coop is going to be I buy nothing for it from Marnie. I'm going to incubate some eggs and sell her fully grown chickens, and then I'm going to incubate stuff like the void chickens and the dinosaur eggs in there, and have my little exotic pet collection. But rather than trying to make a big egg farm out of it, I'll throw an auto-grabber in there for when they produce. But the focus is going to be less on egg producers and more chicken breeding until I get enough exotic stuff to just have fun with it. It's not really meant to be the most cost-effective food. It's just a fun little role play. Produce chickens and sell them back to Marnie. And there is a profit to be had in it if you're incubating your own eggs. Chickens sell for a lot more than eggs. You just gotta be patient. Pet them until they get their hearts up. They're worth more with their hearts up. Nope, I never did get back down in the mine after those drugs. I'll probably wind up forgetting about them if I'm being honest with myself. Yeah, I can't run that out if I don't put some stuff away first. Okay. What do I not need right this minute? Plenty of you at home. I'm gonna want to bring y'all home with me. Quick stack to everything in there. That can go. That can go. That can definitely go. I have plenty of you at home. Oh yeah, I can bring a whole stack of stuff back, can't I? I forgot, I do have some eel for culinary and some other stuff that I can haul back for processing day down here. So I'm gonna have to make a trip back here anyway, so let's just chuck small stack stuff here that I don't necessarily need. And let's go run some lobsters. See how many we get. This one's about 50-50 if I remember right. 3/4 lobster bait. Well, don't stand in my way when I'm trying to run crab pots, Elliot. Update you last anyway. Okay, so I feel like the lobster bait didn't work out quite so well for me. I guess we'll see with this next round of it, but I had like 20 lobster bait in here, and I'm only seeing like one lobster. And I got like 10 crab. I don't know. I'm gonna leave the one lobster down here until I harvest today's lobster bait run, and we'll see what happens. But next run will probably wind up being crab bait because of it, and I've at least got the stuff down here already. So, let's head up by the mine. We'll go up by the mine, we'll run those crab pots, we'll take some stuff home, we'll come back and empty the beach chests so that I know what I'm working with when I do the smoker. And then we'll hit Krobus up at the end of the day. And we'll have everything I wanted. And yeah, at the end of today I'm going to take another little break, but when I come back, we're going to play out the rest of this day. Yeah, season. Yeah, I definitely need to take a little break. I don't need to be pushing myself too hard today after the way yesterday played out for me. It just, like, it wasn't bad, like, I didn't have a terrible mental health day or anything. But I slightly overexerted, and then when I went to take a nap, the hammock that I had strung and tested and laid down in the mine once before snapped on me, and then canvas that holds the carabiner just broke free of the hammock body. And had a little topple, and then I had to clean it up, and I was doing all that when I was already needing to lay down for a nap because I had just done a thing. It kind of tipped me over. So today I need to be a little more careful. There's something I was going to throw in here for specific recipes. Well, I could use another stack of snails for when I need escargot. But I thought there was something else. Oh, I need clams in here. I think that's it out of the current batches of recipes that I'm working. Mm-hmm. That goes there. Gonna put the mahogany out here, and we're gonna throw some tree fertilizer on the mahogany and some of my other seedlings, probably tomorrow. But yeah, I'm gonna need another break. Otherwise, I might get twitchy. I'm gonna go shore up the medication that keeps me from getting too twitchy when I start to feel like this. And then we'll come back and play more once my brain has settled just slightly from where it's at. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm really happy I found the Forager's Hat. On my modded save, like, I got all the mods loading, I got rid of all the error messages and called out all the ones that hadn't been updated, and then I started test playing, and like the very first time I'm busting out fiber on day one, like before it's even 10 in the morning, I've got the living hat. So like that feels like the gods are smiling on the modded save a little bit. Because that living hat is one of the harder things to drop if you're doing it conventionally. So that's why I thought I had a lot more of that. Okay, some more jumper stuff. Take all this stuff home for now. And then I'll need to make another trip. But that's okay, I've got some time, and the only thing we're really trying to do before the end of the day now is hit up Krobus so that I can have my payday tomorrow. It's just time to consolidate stuff. We're going to be running that fish smoker soon. We're going to be having some days where we go cut down a bunch of trees and basically just do fish smoker and trees. We're going to cut down a bunch of hardwood. As soon as I have a chance to take Robin's quest for the hardwood, we're going to do that because I have enough hardwood trees mature now to make it really easy, even if I have to go to the secret woods a couple days to finish it out. Hmm. I'm gonna have to start putting stuff in my third fridge soon, like other than prepared food. So we'll throw in some eel. I don't have a tilapia specific dish yet. I don't have an anchovy specific dish. I do have a sardine specific dish. Hmm. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be taking a break because um, something's got me feeling a little off and queasy. Hmm. And that's never a good sign for me. Okay. Drop some stuff off. And we're gonna go turn over skills and talk to Krobus, and then we'll just turn machines till it's time to go to bed. Tomorrow will be payday day. Farming, fishing, changing, foraging. Nice, Iridium Sprinkler. The rest of it I don't really need. Hopefully I'll never be tempted to do butterfly powder. I love that there's a bunch of more furniture collections that you can find from different vendors now. I'm gonna need to get a void chicken just so that I can make void mayonnaise and be friends with Krobus. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to have some orthostatic issues again, so I will be laying down some on my break, in addition to taking some meds to make myself less twitchy, and then I will be back online as soon as I'm refreshed. Alright, that. Growing snails. Alright, and we'll run what we can on the dehydrator. It actually does please me that I'm still building up to being able to run everything at full capacity, even though arguably I'm leaving some money on the table because I could be putting some of this fruit into other places. If you look, like, the dehydrator didn't use the resources I would have used to build those other things. So, I'm not totally buying it. That it's slowing me down and not speeding me up because it's giving me a new source of income that I can use to get to those things. So, and we sleep, and we reset the skills, and then I sign off for a little bit. I'm hoping to be back in an hour or less, but we'll see what happens. And we want artisan, we want fisher, and we want angler. And this time we want forester, and then we want tapper. And when we respec, we're respecking from forester over to the one that gives you extra wood so that we can go and get a bunch of extra wood. But between now and then we have a payday. And between now and the payday we have a break. So I will be back later this afternoon